Hello everyone, BleachBummer here, and welcome back to more Disgaea for Promised Unforgotten. Now, you may be wondering why we're here. Well, I failed to show what I was going to show in the last one, though my characters were also not properly high enough level, so it would have failed, but using this boss CL that's only level 36 and has 18 HP remaining, I'm going to pick him up and throw him in my enemy base. Now, this is a method that's known in many Disgaea, but has been altered a bit in Disgaea 4, and I'll show you the alterations. Now, basically, you know some of the basics of lifting and throwing. If you lift and throw objects like geo symbols or the mushrooms there, or even your allies, you can get things around quicker. Though stuff like the mushrooms can cause effects. That's new to Disgaea 4. Lifting up enemies, on the other hand, can just keep them away, or if you throw them to other enemies, their level will get added together, and whoever's the strongest level enemy will get the levels. If you throw a Prinny, they explode, obviously, regardless of enemy or ally. And if you end the turn while holding an enemy, you will take damage once it's your turn, and possibly your character will get crushed. But if you throw an enemy into the base panel, enemy has been captured. Yeah, this can only work under a few conditions. One, your characters are higher level than the monster. Well, not the monster, the enemy. It can work for enemy. Two, your character you have to have the ability to make that class of character. Since I was already able to make boss ELs, I was able to capture one. So now, just first, let's heal up, see... Well, not many people... that's how I got this death here, and that's why his title says Ex-Hostage, which I will go with that, and that's why you see that Reaper right there for this custom base. And just saying, can I get any new armor? Because I know I am in dire need of some more armor. I'll give it to you, Fuka. That means I gotta heal again. And I should probably sell these lower equipment stuff now that I'm thinking about it. But before that, let's talk to our Reaper friend here. And yes, we want to discharge some discipline. Hold on, just gotta set something there, and this is basically how it works. When you throw an enemy here, you'll get to, and you have the Disgaea 4, you also need the discipline room to do this. Otherwise, you can't throw enemies into the base. In other Disgaea games, you just throw an enemy to the base. If you capture them, boom, they're instantly your ally now. Otherwise, you have to go through this process. Here. We have 5 actions that we can make here. Now, there's discipline options right here. Each one can decrease their SP amount by a certain amount. By negotiates the next option, which you can either release them, which is the always available option. If you release them, they are pretty much gone. You will never see them again. And these 3, you need to pretty much get their SP down by a certain amount in order to get. Unfortunately for my Reaper, I was only able to get it down to Taken as ally, but that's the one I really wanted. So yeah, let's actually do some discipline now. Each character has certain ones they don't like and certain ones that it's like, really, this is what you're trying to do to discipline me? I'm used to stuff like this. Try harder. Let's try the... Ooh, taking his ally available. Damn, that actually took a lot. I was surprised that would work, but again, most demons don't like love. As we know, certain one demon in particular was the hero of Disgaea 1. And yes, I have not been Disgaea 1, but I have seen the anime, so I know the entire story, basically. And we can now take money and treasure. We have successfully dropped his SP to 0. So, find treasure. We'll do that. And right there, it tells you treasure has appeared. You can go there and get it. I don't know if it's only for this chapter. I don't know if you can get it at any time, but I'll get it later, because this is actually going to be focusing on Chapter 8. And then you can take money, and we get 50 hell. And if you want, you can add them to your party. So now we got a Bossiel with us, as you can see. But unfortunately, I have no plans to use this Bossiel. I have no plans to use him just yet, so he is going to be moved to the... Whoops. He's going to be moved to the support group for now. And don't worry about as for these characters for the support group that are in here. Eventually, I will probably... Well, not sure about this Prinny, but... Not sure about this Prinny, because I'm satisfied with the one I have, but... These four right here... will pretty much be back in the main party, I'd say, probably during the post-game chapters, which will be the last thing I'm planning to do, because this LP is going to be done by the time I finish the main story, but there's still a lot more to cover. Disgaea 4 really is not showing any bounds for me for what there is to cover, but to make it up for the fact that I'm going to be using such a limited party, not for the main story, not including the Prinny, these four guys will make a return for the post-game, and I will be training them up, going through long periods to train them up to make them ready for the post-game when it comes to that. So, don't worry, these guys will return. I will be using that Bossiel, just not yet. I wanted to just... Originally I was thinking, like, use a Prinny, but Prinnys are too easy to capture, and... Frankly, I wanted something more interesting to capture. Something I know a lot of people want. A monster that was considered one of the stronger ones, because Bossiels are considered very powerful monsters. Anyway, now returning to the base. I just want to check, how much? 300, nope. And are fully healed, right? So now we are. I don't know why I forgot to do that, yeah, let's sell some of these weaker ones. trying to get a little more money to try and get some, hopefully some armor. Though the emblems I'm gonna keep around. Yeah, fortunately that's not enough to offer me a good amount. Regardless, let's get off the main story and continue on with this final chapter. That's an interesting title chapter. Final boss versus final boss. But anyway, as you can tell also, all my characters except for my healer, once again. And because she's falls a little behind, sadly. And except for Disgaea, that's level 71, everyone is level 70. And I did add a Reaper to my team. So now I have still 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, yeah, I have my full party. I have my full party of 10 units that I want. This is pretty much my party. This is the party I'm planning to use for the 2 DLC stories. And the the 2 DLC stories and one of the big DLC events. Well, in addition to any of the DLC characters I get through those. But for the main story, this is the 10 I have. This is the 10 I'm going to be using. Zip. Let's get going. We have a treasure icon will appear on where the treasure was mentioned by the prisoner you take. Anyway, let's get going to the next chapter.
Earth, a parallel world that has reached the
finally
pinnacle of
reached
scientific
Earth, eh?
technology. Humans, who dreamed of flying like birds, now control the borders of the sky. They have created artificial light and have forgotten their fear of the darkness. These days, the humans have even unraveled the mysteries of all of God's creatures by breaking them down to their individual strands of DNA.
What is the human world? It's gone through quite a transformation. What is going on with the air? It smells terrible!
They seem to
Pollution.
have focused on developing environmental pollution, poisoning the very air they breathe. Pathetic creatures.
Man, I miss this place so much. It feels so weird. I'm only in a dream, but it feels like I haven't been here in a while.
You! Ugh, how can you stand this smell?
Huh? What
Yeah,
smell?
it's got
Did
a
you fart or something?
No! As I was saying, it's got
This
stuck for
brings back
Valvatoris
memories.
because
Desco hasn't been here since she was thrown away.
yeah,
Thrown
vampires
away?
have
You must
heightened
have been
sense
through
of
a
smell.
lot. I admire you for being so cheerful, even after everything you've been through. But it's all Desco's fault for not being strong enough to be a final boss. Plus, afterwards, Desco was able to meet Big Sis and grow in strength, so Desco was lucky to be thrown down to Hades.
You were lucky, eh?
Strength? I hope you're not already satisfied with your current power level.
Definitely not, until Desco becomes the most badass final boss and gains Big Sis's approval as a little sister. Her battle isn't over.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Your goal for now is to defeat Judge Nemo. That will help you become a final boss.
Alright.
Yes, Desco will keep learning. This is
So
to
we're
become
gonna-
a magnificent final boss.
Yep. Our new enemy is Judge Nemo.
What's the matter, whelp? Worried about your father? We won't force you to come along with us if you don't want to.
So, are you insisting that he stay with his father and live happily ever after, Mr. Tsundere?
Don't call me that!
But you are a tsundere.
Unfortunately, your assumption is incorrect. I'm just telling him to run away to his father, where he belongs if he's scared.
Sure, Fenric, sure.
I'm not going back.
Why not? Didn't you guys make up?
We did. Father didn't mean to abandon me.
Ah. So he
Were
didn't
you
mean
surprised, Demisel? Or rather, disappointed in me? Your father, the ruler of the Netherworld, became a slave to the humans.
No, please. Well, I was definitely surprised. I knew the tricks that the corruptormen were playing weren't like you, but I never would have imagined that humans were to blame.
it. Nor would I.
I'm sorry, Demisel.
Well,
I've put
sort
you
of.
through so much. The harsh treatment I'd given you was to protect the Netherworld as the president. It was also to keep you away from here, away from the power of the human world. I know it sounds like I'm just making excuses now, but that was all I was able to do as your father.
No, Father. I'm the one who needs to apologize. Not only did I fail to meet your expectations, I didn't even realize all the problems you were bearing by yourself. I'm sorry.
You've grown so much, Demisel. You've learned
Daddy
much
has.
from Valvatores.
Misa has grown so much. Like, this is actually a point I actually do like Misa's tremendous growth, because before he was just a annoying brat, hated him. But I actually do like his character. I actually will say I do like Miso because of how he is one of the many good examples of character development.
He's just a... I have to go now, Father.
So you're leaving?
Yes. The human world needs correcting if the Netherworld is ever going to return to normal. Valvatores possesses a superior ability, but he still needs a lot of help when it comes to the details. Plus, I personally have something against that Nemo guy for what he's done to you and everyone else in the Netherworld.
I understand. The Netherworld's future is in your hands, my son.
Yes, Father. Once I finish this mission, I'm going to run for president.
You go, Amizel. You go.
So, did your daddy praise you for being a good demon?
Why do you care? Now, I have an even greater goal. To become the president. After we defeat Nemo and bring order back to both the human world and the Netherworld, you better be ready for me, Axel.
Oh, yeah, if he doesn't say a chance. Speaking of the loser,
What was that? It felt like a chill of murderous intent just ran down my spine.
probably an assassin. I hope it's an
It's gotta
assassin.
be one of my hardcore fans, stalking me to kill me again.
Yeah, I'm saying assassin.
My charisma is slowly spreading through this netherworld. It ain't easy being popular.
Shut up! You're not popular, Axel. At all.
Where are we?
I'm not sure, but we're definitely in the human world. We were forcefully diverted here when the Dimension Guide attempted to connect with the human world. I'm assuming Judge Nemo interfered with the connection. As proof...
Yep. What on Earth?
I see he's well prepared to give us a warm welcome. Let's enjoy this opportunity to test the power of the human weapons which have controlled the Netherworld for so long!
Those are... What the hell are they doing here?
What?
Miss Fuka, do you know what they are? Yeah, they're almighty combat biosuits, codenamed Zodiac. They're
Biosuits?
super deadly suits of armor designed to withstand all kinds of extreme conditions. It multiplies its wearer's power 500 times.
What? That's a little
Even
overpowered.
if kindergartners were wearing one, they could kill a normal demon instantly.
No! I see a flicker of intelligence coming from Fuka's brain!
Your shock is understandable, but you're being rude, Mr. Amizel. It's only natural for Big Sis to know.
What do you mean by natural?
That's it for this conversation. They're coming. Everyone, get in position.
Yeah. First back in some of these battle suits. Yeah. And each of them are on a Defense Plus panel. That's... They don't seem to have any resistances, so, what to do about this? Actually, let's move you a little closer. And a pretty volcano. Let's just see how this does. This should eliminate those geosymbols. Because that's my first concern, eliminating them. There we go. Now that their defense is dropped, it's time to take out the trash. Let's start with you first, Desco, and we'll give Desco a little backup in the form of Demon Fusion with my Reaper. Now, I will show some of the destructive power of this later, but this is the reason I was hoping to get the Reaper off, because looking at Desco's stats for Evilty, Monster Fusion, of course, gives you the other monster's first main Evilty, which, in the case of the Reaper, is of course Bind Killer, which, as you know, deals 50% of the damage to SP during an attack. And considering Desco has a lot of attack power to begin with, plus with some of the abilities she can have, yeah, it's gonna take a big bite out of anyone's out of pretty much anyone's SP. Let's just do that first because Desco is so huge. Ooh, yeah. No way they were gonna survive that.
Bless me.
Just trying to take each of these guys out one by one.
God, bless me.
Now that the defense boost is gone, these guys won't be a problem at all.
Brace yourself!
Though... no, not there, Fenric. Right there. Will this work? Yes, it will. Okay, they're definitely going to be surviving quite a bit.
Brace yourself!
That takes care of those two. Let's see. Measle. And let's try a Mega Ice. Ruka over here, and we'll do a glorious hit on these two. Vaughn, I guess here. What's the range of... Ooh.
Here I come!
Maybe somewhere else, like... right here? Yes, I can get both of those two from there. Good. Now, obviously, some are going to survive, but with this, I can definitely take a good chunk of them out. Oh, right, they have a skill, I forgot that. Yeah, they blow up when their HP hits 10%, and they can deal damage if they're close to you, if I'm correct. So, right.
Here I
When
come.
HP is 10%. In that case, let's end turn for now. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Ow. Okay. I think you've done enough. So again, I think you've done enough. Oh, right, ooh. Yeah, let's do that, and then another of that. And just position like this and such. Can I hit it? Oh no, you got a range. Okay then. Time for and there. Yeah, this should work. Just about everyone but Fuka's been giving commands. This guy should be done for. Good.
Here I come.
Yes, there we go. There we go. Excellent. Now there's only one left.
You all ready for this?
Okay, really?
You all ready for this?
Right. Let's give him an execution. Wow, that was a perfect victory! No one died!
I'm sure they would have easily beaten normal demons, but they're no danger to us.
Desco wasn't about to lose to them. Desco used to play with them all the time.
What?
Huh? Played with them? What do you mean by that?
When Desco lived in the lab, she play tested with them many times.
Play
Play
testing?
test? Sounds like fun. It was pretty fun. We beat each other up until one of us stopped moving.
Oh, well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Does that mean were you in that lab?
Yes.
So you did attack me, didn't you?
No, it wasn't Desco. Please believe Desco, big sis.
I want to believe you, but then who was it? Who attacked me?
Desco doesn't know. Desco is sorry.
I have something to ask you too. What do you know, lass?
What do you mean?
It's understandable that Desco, who was created by humans, has a connection with these murderous weapons. But it's rather suspicious for you to know so much about those biosuits when you have no knowledge of anything else.
Well, I just know a little bit about my dad's work.
So, could there be some relation between Miss Fuka's father and Miss
So-
Desco?
Her dad made those bomb suits, and
Yeah, right. That's impossible. Are you trying to say that my dad created Desco? That's insane.
Big sis.
jeez, Fuka.
Impossible or not, we'll find out eventually. But before that, we must get rid of the peeping Tom right here.
I'm impressed, Valvatore.
Oh, it's him.
You sensed my presence. You must have sensitive skin.
I would have sensed your filthy presence whether I wanted to or not. It's rather unpleasant.
That's really mean.
Oh, shut up.
Welcome to Earth, the land of rotten chaos. I can't believe you guys came here. You really don't know who you're dealing with.
Oh, do I?
The one who doesn't know who they're dealing with is you foolish human with the title of judge.
Well, I was just testing you guys before. You wouldn't be worthy of an invitation if you had died. I'm a busy man. I don't want to waste unnecessary time or money. But you guys passed my test. I'm welcoming you here as official guests. Our budget is limitless for you now.
Oh,
Just
what?
follow the path and you'll be set. Guests are treated like gods here. We'll give you the best service possible.
Huh? What are you, drunk? Calm down, we're starting to lose you.
Oh, you know, I'm like, well, I don't want to offend anyone out there, but basically, I'm missing a bolt or two up here.
Oh, so we're basically insane.
Ah, well, then you can't help it, I guess.
Ah, I'm glad you understand. You're a good man, Valvatores.
Big sis?
What?
Please believe Desco. Desco really didn't attack you.
Okay, I get it. Let's just go.
Big sis.
I wish I could believe her, but then who was it that attacked me? Dad, what were you working on in your lab?
So her dad
Nothing
needs
makes
something.
sense anymore.
Yep. Well, now that I have the money, I can buy yet another piece of armor. Oh, I did not mean to sell that, crap. Crud. Yeah. Damn it. There you go, Disco. Extra armor for you. And I can continue on. I like how this is going so far. We're doing pretty good. A lot better than things were going in the last chapter, but that's probably due to change. Again, I was pretty big under leveled.